want to go ahead and mute everyone because I don't have the ability to do this since you're hosting this.
Yes.
Thank you much, ma'am. Oh, you know what? It's not letting me. Can you guys see my screen?
I can see your screen.
Okay, I was going to say, it doesn't say it's letting me do that. Okay, let me see here. All right, can you guys see my screen still? Is it what it's supposed to look like, Meg?
Yep. We're good.
Right. Perfect. Oh, you know what? I'm hoping that I can move my, how do I move the videos, Megan? If you're, hold on. I'm going to have to exit and then do it again.
Share again.
I need to put us in a different place because then I can't see anything. All right. There we go. Sorry, guys. I'm almost ready. All right. So welcome to our little live event call, our Lunch and Learn. This is the first time we did a little Lunch and Learn session. Megan and I were pretty excited to share with you guys what we do as fitness coaches and what our team's about, because everyone's team is different, but I think we do have a pretty special team with what we do. Our team started really 5 years ago, and it has grown significantly, and we are a part of the #1 team in the entire company, and we have been a part of the #1 team now for 4 years. So it is amazing what we have experienced and what we have accomplished along the way, and that is an awesome picture of our team when we were at one of our events, well, I guess retreats, I should say, that Megan and I hosted together, and we had a ton of fun. What's really cool about our team is we are from all over the US, Canada, and UK, which Megan's going to talk more about that, but it's not that we all knew each other when we first started this journey. Actually, a lot of us had no idea who we were, but we found each other along the way with our own fitness journey. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself and just share a little bit about my journey first, and then Megan's going to go ahead and speak as well. So my name is Deidra Mangus, and I am the creator of Team Forever Fit. I established our team name in 2013, but I did start coaching in November of 2012. I didn't actually start working my business as a fitness coach with Beachbody until January of 2013, and that's when I really started to take off with my business. After going to an event all by myself, I was very scared to do that, but it was the starting point for me growing my business. So I started with my own fitness journey. I was actually a challenger myself, and I lost 40 pounds with my own fitness journey. And as I love the results that I got from the Beachbody workouts, which are home fitness programs that we do, and drinking Shakeology, I found more success than I ever have with any fad diet that I've tried in my past, and went back to a weight that I was not happy with. So I started after having my second son. And then I recently just had my third son and was able to have a successful, healthy pregnancy and have been able to quickly bounce back. Can you mute whoever that is, Megan? Sorry. And I've been able to bounce back pretty quickly because of having this lifestyle that is not a diet. And that's why I'm so passionate about what I do, and it's so easy for me to share it because I know that it works, and I know it's not just a diet. But I'm also a military wife. I'm a mom of 3 boys and 3 bonus kids. So yes, we have 6 kids now total, and we may have 1 more if we plan to adopt, but we are officially done having kids. There's the announcement of our own. So I'm also a 4-time elite coach and a 12-star diamond. And basically what that means is I have been ranked at the 0.05% of the company now for 4 out of my 5 years. And 12-star diamond coach means that I have 12 rockstar diamonds on. I have sponsored personally 12 rockstar diamond coaches or above on our team that I have personally mentored. So we have a pretty successful team. I was actually ranked number 26 in the entire company my very first year of coaching, which is pretty awesome. I have hit Success Club, which I'm going to share with you guys, 59 consecutive months, which means I have helped at least 3 people for 59 months consecutive without stopping, which is pretty exciting to me because I first came in here to help one person. So every month I've been able to at least triple that. I've been able to retire from nursing 2 years after I started coaching. I went from working full-time to part-time to relief, and then I completely retired at the age of 29. And then actually just a month and a half ago, I advanced to the Millionaire Club in Beachbody, which means in the 5 years that I've been coaching, I have earned $1 million income for my family, which is really awesome because, I first came here to help one person, but then it came to my why was providing for my family financially. And a lot has happened in my life where I needed to provide for my family financially. And this was my only option. And I was able to, help my family in many ways. So, and other people as well. And one thing that Megan and I both love about this job is, sorry, Megan, I don't mean to take your intro away, but I have been able to work at home and I'm able to be with my kids. Working as a nurse is really strenuous and hard, especially when you leave for long hours at a time and then you work overtime and then you don't get to tuck in your kids and then you don't get to put them on the bus at school. So I've been able to be there for my kids. I've been present. I attend their events, and that means more to me than anything. That has been my push for being here. So I'm going to go ahead and let Megan introduce herself now because she has her own little background story.
Yeah. So after watching Deidra doing her thing and sharing on social media, in a few months of saying to my husband, I want to be that fit mom that she is, I decided to finally join her. So I started as a challenger, which, like Deidra said, that was her, in on this whole thing. I did this for me. I did this because I had my second baby and I had left my career in accounting to be home with my kids. And while the blessing was abundant to be a stay-at-home mom, it was really hard. And I, wasn't doing anything for myself. And I didn't have like a major weight loss goal in mind, really. I remember telling Deidra I want to lose 3 pounds. And while I said I don't need a challenge group, I don't need support, I'm just going to go do this on my own, she put me in the challenge group. And when she put me in that challenge group, I met women just like me who had babies, who were struggling with X, Y, or Z, the balance, figuring out how to enjoy vegetables, like all those things that seemed now like so easy. And it's just what I do as a coach. But as a new challenger on my own fitness journey, finally committing to fitness and exercise for the first time, it was really hard. And that atmosphere that I got in that challenge group totally just changed my mindset. And I was watching her and I'm like, I want to do this too. And it wasn't anything that I wanted to set out to really build a big business. I didn't really understand the business side of it when I got started, but I knew that I had girlfriends again, that I was, not just spending the day at home with my then 9-month-old little boy and my 2-year-old daughter. I had other adults to interact with and I had other people to talk to. And I really just started sharing my results. And as soon as I shared my results with other people, I was proof that this worked. People knew me. They watched what I did in the 21 days of 21 Day Fix. And they were like, okay, I'm going to join you in this. And I was really looking at it as just a way to cover the cost of my Shakeology. And then I remember telling my husband, I honestly wanted to just go get a pedicure without any guilt. Like that sounds so bad, but I was 1 year into my stay-at-home mom role. I gave up my career and I was like, I can't do anything for myself. I wanted the $25 to go get a pedicure. And it was those little things. And each time I would help someone else and I would get that commission check down the road, I was like, this is all compounding. And, before long, I realized that not only was I bringing people in and building an income, but then I started finding other people who could relate to me, who wanted to build a business too. And that's how I began building my team. And I apologize, my numbers are off. I guess I went back in time, but my kids are actually 6 and 4 now, Aubrey and Colton. Over the last almost 4 years, in March is my 4-year coach anniversary. I've completed nearly every program that Beachbody has released. That's something that I have just always committed to do, that, I do one and I like to be able to complete them so I can talk about them. So I can tell other people what I do as a coach and what this program is like. And if they tell me that they can't do the jumping, well, then I'm going to recommend this program. And if they tell me, that they love Shanti, well, then he has X, Y, and Z. And just by learning all of the programs that we have, I'm able to then help my customers better. So I've really set out to just complete them all. And I'll be starting 80-Day Obsession when that one comes out here in just a few weeks. But I have lived out this, balance of nutrition, of support, and of fitness to maintain my own results and then to be able to help other people as well. Shakeology has been huge in my life, not just because it helps replace my prior addiction to nightly ice cream, but it honestly has really combined to help me overcome Crohn's disease. At 21, I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease, and for 7 years, I took 3 pills a day to help with my symptoms. And while I cannot say that it cured it by any means, when I started exercising regularly and drinking a shake every day and following the Portion Fix nutrition system, I noticed my symptoms were going away and I was able to stop that medicine. So not only was it an expense, but it was just something that I realized that we're so quick to cure things with pills and that kind of thing. If you really just listen to your body and feed it and fuel it the way it's designed to be, you can actually treat a lot of things. And I think that's probably one of my favorite accomplishments that I've had over, these last 4 years of my fitness journey, is to be able to get rid of that medicine and be able to treat myself naturally. So I was an accountant and then a stay-at-home mom. And now I think of now I'm a work-at-home mom. I too, like Deidra, I'm able to put my kids on the bus and get them off the bus. And this afternoon, I'll be volunteering at my daughter's school for library. And I think I'm probably at one of my kids' schools every week. And when my daughter says to me, "Mommy, not all kids get to go see their mommies during the school day, and you're always there for me. Thank you." It's like, that's all I needed to hear. And it's been an incredible blessing, and being able to share what this business is and does is just one thing that I love to do to help you guys understand the potential that we have. I'm going to go to the next slide, Deidra.
Yeah, I'm trying, but it's not working.
Just stop and... We'll see. You might have to stop screen sharing. But what I just wanted to share briefly, if you're not familiar with Beachbody, it actually has been around for a long time. So it didn't always start as the coaching network that we know now. A lot of people are most familiar with the programs like P90X and Insanity, because those were the first ones to really take the infomercial world, by in like a whirlwind. But it actually started back in 1998, and it was really a direct selling company. They were selling products to people, but they realized that, through these chat boards that they had online, people who were participating in these chats and leaning in for accountability, doing what we do as coaches, they were actually getting better results. So, people who were holding themselves accountable were getting better results. They weren't just buying P90X and Insanity and letting them sit on their shelves. So through that observation, in 2007, so it's been 10 years now, they created the Coach Network. And the Coach Network, what we're a part of now, is there to, be that missing piece. I think of, Weight Watchers. They give you the nutrition and the accountability, but there's no fitness there. You can go join a gym, and you can pay for that gym, and that gives you fitness, but who's going to make sure that you're going there? And who makes sure that when you leave that gym, you're eating what you should be doing? And you can hire a personal trainer who might be able to help you 1 or 2 days a week, but then what are you doing the other days a week? And on a cost perspective, it's probably going to cost you a lot more to do a personal trainer than it is through this group atmosphere, through the virtual accountability that we can provide as coaches. So that all, came up in 2007, where they basically picked like 40 people to start this coach network, and it grew and it grew and it grew and it grew over time. And we're now like 400,000 coaches strong. And just this last year in October, we actually expanded into the UK. And a few years prior to that, it was Canada. So we're now through the US, Canada, and the United Kingdom. And, I know that there's not a definitive, this is where we're going next, announcement, but they're working on it. We are now an international company, and it's only going to continue to grow, and they're doing it in the right way. They're not just expanding out to all these people. They're taking the time to understand, what each country needs, understanding, it's food, right? Like, it's nutrition. So they have to figure out different laws and different things that all countries abide by. So it's not fast, but they're doing it right. And we're watching it expand. with the addition of the UK just a few months ago. And I know that in the coming years, hopefully we'll find out soon where we'll be expanding next, but I know it's only going to continue to grow. And, you know, as being part of the launch into Canada in 2014 and now the UK, you know, it's just such an exciting time because, you know, I can see all the big people want this. They know the brands. Like, we don't have to talk about what Beachbody is because most people are aware of it. You know, we get to show them through our social media, through our actions of being proof that the product works, that we get to show them what this can do for them as well. Were you able to get this?
Can you still see my slides?
I don't see them now.
Oh, that's lovely.
That's okay.
Let me try it again. I was wondering if you can. My computer crapped out on me.
That's okay. There, we can see it.
Now you can see it.
That was a little slide, but we don't even need it. We're good.
All right. There we go. Sorry, guys. All right. So I'm going to talk about what is a coach, because I know a lot of people are like, is this something for me? Is this something that I could be? Is this something that I could do? And yes, it definitely is something that you could do, and something that could change your life. So, you know, Megan and I and the other coaches on our team, we are not fitness experts, although there may be some fitness experts on our team. We are not personal trainers, although there can be personal trainers. I was at one time a personal trainer. Not nutritionists, although there can be. And one really important thing is you do not have to be at your goal weight. I feel like a lot of people think I have to have a six pack. I have to be in the best shape of my life in order to be a successful coach. And guys, that is not true. Megan and I were actually talking about this before. And I feel like a lot of very successful coaches have been on their own journey and are in the middle of their journey. When you're sharing your journey, you're more, it's more realistic to people, and they see that, you know, it's something that if they could do it, I could do it. It's one of those things. It is just a normal person. We have flaws. We make mistakes. I have made a ton of mistakes, and even in my business, but I've learned along the way. And I feel like as you fail forward and you learn so much. But what we are is we are people who are on our own journey. We're just working to be healthy. We want to succeed. We are so dedicated to wanting to continue our journey, but wanting to help other people along the way. I love that we are surrounded by each other. We are so motivated and driven. We're here for a bigger purpose. We're people who aren't willing to settle for just being average. I know Brittany's on, and I've talked to her about that a little bit too, is, you know, this is not about just settling for less. This is about being something, stepping out of your comfort zone and really diving into something that makes you a better person. And it's not easy to do, but it can be done. We're people who do the workouts. We do, you know, all of the home fitness programs. Megan mentioned a few of them. I started with Insanity right after having my second baby. I don't know why I went straight to that hard of a workout. But, you know, T25, Insanity, Turbo Fire, P90X. We have tons and tons of fitness programs. We do not do them all the time. If it's not something that is at your fitness level, we're not going to force you to do that program. But you still do a program that is at your fitness level that works for you, and drink Shakeology, because it is something that has really impacted and helped our nutrition and helped our results. It is, you know, I always say, it is something that there's room for improvement for everything that you do. So even if you say, I don't need Shakeology because I already eat really healthy, but Shakeology gives you superfoods and more nutrients that your body is not getting from everyday food that you would typically eat. You know, you can eat a ton of veggies, but where our crops are grown today is not how it is, or where our crops are grown today is not how it was years and years ago. The nutrients are stripped. So yes, it does make an impact when you are incorporating Shakeology into your nutrition regimen. And we also are leading by example. We're sharing our journey. We're talking about it to our friends and our family. We are talking about it on social media. which I know can be scary if you're not one of those social media people. Megan was not a social media person. I never had Instagram before I started coaching. Actually, no, I lied. I just started Instagram, and I had a couple pictures of my kids when I first started coaching, but it's all about learning and learning from us and letting us help you and teach you along the way. Okay, so what does a coach do? I kind of already said that. We're sharing our journey. These three coaches right here, one of them being Megan, as you can see her face. Every one of these ladies here was already a coach at that before picture. And that's really something that I want to share with you guys is you do not have to be at your goal weight, but these coaches have been very successful on their journey because they're sharing what they are doing. They are leading by example. And you can tell by their before and after picture that they have been working really hard. This isn't something that you can just do overnight, but it's the consistency that they've had with sharing their journey, talking about their struggles, especially because I know some people feel like they have to be perfect on social media and only show the highlight reel, but that's not what we do that makes us successful. What makes us successful is sharing every day that we're working out, that we're eating healthy, and even though we're struggling, we also share how we're overcoming those struggles. Megan could let her Crohn's disease shut her down, and she can live miserable taking her medication and throwing herself a pity party that she's feeling sick. But did she do that? No. Instead, she worked really hard, and she talked about how she would overcome that. Erin is on the far right. She talked about how she was depressed. She talked about how she had anxiety, but how she was a busy mom working full time. And she talked about how she overcame that. And then Alicia in the middle, she actually had great results when she was just a challenger, became a coach, and then she gained all her weight back plus more. And she was at her heaviest in the middle of her coaching journey. But she didn't stop. She didn't let that overcome her. She decided that she was going to, talk about her story of binge eating and emotional eating. And that allowing her to share her story helped herself overcome those struggles. And it inspired a ton of people along the way. And along with this, all of these people here that I'm showing, including myself, we're moms, and we have significantly impacted our kids. Our kids have a way of going to school and watching other kids eat crap, or they can watch their parents have a healthy lifestyle, because we are the people that are impacting our kids more than anybody. So it is very important for us as parents to show our kids what a healthy lifestyle is, because they are going to learn it from either us or somebody else. And I think, all of our kids that were showing the pictures here, all of our kids have found that a healthy lifestyle is the best way to live. And our kids will say, "Mommy, I don't want this because it's not healthy." And I know Megan's kids have said the same thing, but mine do all the time. They're like, "Mommy, this isn't healthy. We shouldn't be eating it." Or, "Mommy, I'll take fruit because I know it's healthier for me." And it's not that we're starving our kids from food. Megan does donut day with her kids. I let my kids have Chick-fil-A. That's our place to go. We do Chick-fil-A, and we eat the waffle fries, and we put all the condiments together, and we eat it with our Diet Dr. Pepper. That's what we do. But we don't do it all the time. It's all about moderation. But we're still sharing, what a healthy lifestyle is. And, along with our challenge groups and sharing our fitness journey, what does a coach do? We also look for other people that are like-minded, similar goals, and have a passion for health and fitness and helping others. And we ask them to join our team, kind of like what we're doing now. It has significantly impacted our success as coaches when we ask other people to join us. And a lot of people we find are just in our challenge groups when they're getting results and loving what they see and loving the results that they're having.
All right. So some of the other benefits, I think honestly, above anything, it's your own health. I know that if I was not a coach, if I did not commit to coaching almost 4 years ago and have people who got used to seeing, me getting up at 5 and a workout posted on social media at 6, like I want to do it because it's really easy, especially when it's 0 degrees outside, to just roll over and go back to sleep, to push the workout off until later, to skip today and start tomorrow. Like that's easy. And that's what a lot of people do. But by being a coach, it's made me stay accountable to getting up no matter what. And yes, I still have rest days. I still have days. I think twice last week, my husband and I ended up snoozing in the morning and we're like, we'll work out in the evening. And like, it happens too, but I get it in because I know that my challengers who have asked me to keep them accountable and to help them get started, they're counting on me to lead by example because they're going to do what I do. Most of my challengers drink vegan vanilla Shakeology because that's what I drink. And when I used to drink chocolate, that's what they did. But when I switch, they switch. They follow what I do. So if I'm not getting up every morning and working out and drinking my shake every day and sharing my meal plans and the recipes that I made, then I know that they're not going to either. And I think that's honestly the biggest benefit of being a coach. But beyond that, you get to set your own work hours. I know for me, it's changed as my kids have evolved over the 4 years. When I started, they weren't in school yet. They were not even 1 and 2.5. So it was honestly whatever I could get in if they happened to sleep in and I could get something in the morning. Otherwise, it just all happened after they went to bed at night. And that was really the extent of it. Now, obviously, social media has evolved and technology has evolved. And we've traveled to visit my family last week and I was able to work in the car because kids are watching a movie and my husband's driving and I could work. But when we got to my mom's for the weekend, I didn't do anything. So I feel like it's just one of those things that you get to make that determination. There were times where I was working for big goals that I was working till midnight. I'd put my kids to bed at 8 or 9 and I'd stay up, several hours working and get up in the morning and work out and work again. And when I have those periods in my business, yes, I do work more, but I get to determine how much that is. And through the holidays, this year was probably actually one of the first years I really didn't work a whole lot. And it was so re-energizing to take that time off and to take that break, to come back today as the kids head back to school and be able to feel refreshed and start again. And it's, you get to determine how much that is and how much you want to start. I always tell my coaches that if you want to start building, you need at least an hour a day, like an hour of focused business building time, not counting your workout. That's not counting whatever meal prep that you're doing to eat that you would do anyways, but like truly an hour of time through whether it's our trainings or, talking with your coach or, talking on social media, engaging on social media. You need at least an hour a day. And you can do that however you want to do. Almost everything I've done has been online. I have tried in-person things. I've tried doing tables at events. I tried a fit club before. Those work and they work for other people. I do best online because I get to determine when I do it. I can respond at midnight or 3 a.m. or 5 a.m. or in the middle of the afternoon, and it doesn't matter. Some people love the face-to-face aspect. And honestly, it just depends on whatever you want to do. You get to make that determination. It really just comes down to you get to share something you love. And I know there was a quote somewhere, I should have put it on here, but it was like, if somebody left an impact in your life and led you to feel a certain way, what you want to share that with other people. And I feel like that's what we do as coaches. It wasn't that I ever thought, I'm going to go build this business. It's that I was in Deidra's challenge group and I loved the results that I was getting and I wanted to share those with other people. And that's where it all stemmed from. And it has just continued to build and build over time. You can go ahead and next one, Deidra. But through what we do, there are a lot of rewards. I think, the one thing that will apply to everybody who is a coach is you get a 25% discount. So you get a discount on products that you love that, if you are in a challenge group and loving it already, you're probably going to buy that stuff anyway. So now you, as a coach, you're going to get that discount. That's kind of the minimum. And then there's opportunities for trips. Over the years, I've now been to Cancun. I went on a cruise to the Bahamas and Jamaica. I went to, the cruise pictures here on the right where we're in the pyramid. Punta Cana was last year. And then my husband and I are getting ready for Riviera Maya in the spring. And those are trips that I've earned through helping people every month. Deidra mentioned Success Club at the beginning, helping 3 people each month. I'm at month 48. I think that I've helped at least 3 people get started on their journey for the last 48 or 40, 45, 46 months, somewhere in that world. I don't know. But through that's where you can earn these trips, what are called the Success Club trips. It's not something that if you sign up today, are you going to go tomorrow? Well, no, it takes time. You have to earn it. But if you're consistent at building your business and consistent at helping people get started every month, it is something that you're able to earn. And then there's recognition. I don't know about you, but when I was just a stay-at-home mom. Nobody was really patting me on the back when I did the dishes, cooked, did the laundry, cleaned up the spit up, and, you know, made the baby food. Like, nobody really cared. That's what my job was. So that's what I was expected to do as a mom. Where here with Beachbody, like, you get recognized for doing things, whether it's helping people get started, reaching different milestones. And I enjoy that. Not all people like recognition, but that's always been something that I've really enjoyed about the business. There are bonuses financially that we'll talk about a little bit more on the next slide as well. But, you know, the financial side of it has been a huge thing because, you know, like I said, as a mom, my income was $0. So I didn't exactly have an income to replace to become a full-time coach. But my income, as it grew, I went from someone who did this just as a hobby, as something for fun, to something that actually did become a, you know, actual business. I became incorporated just a few weeks ago. So I officially have a Megan Blinka LLC, which is a huge accomplishment for us. And, you know, with all that, you know, one of the things that we, you know, stress and encourage is personal development. I had never read a book that I didn't have to read for a class before I started coaching. I don't like to read. And now I have show you, like, I have like a little library up on my bookshelf because I've learned to embrace the personal development. And it's just like, you know, we feed our body with good food. You have to feed your mind too. And that's something that I wouldn't have done without coaching. But now that I've started, it's, you know, now part of my daily habits.
Awesome. All right. So we're going to move along a little bit faster here because we only have 7 minutes.
I know. That's my Zoom account.
Yeah, that's all right. I have the same thing. Okay, so what can you expect from this team and how are we different from all the other coaches in Beachbody? I kind of already talked about that a little bit, but you know, we are part of the #1 team in the company. So we have a lot of trainings. We have any training that you need to help you become successful. And it starts right at our Coach Basics, which starts January 8th. If you are wanting to dive right into this, we have Push to Diamond groups, which is as you're building for rank. We have retreats and events that is going to help you with training. Beachbody has a lot of training themselves that they give us. We have weekly team calls and guest speakers. And, you know, not all teams have trainings whatsoever. So as a part of the #1 team, we have more trainings than I think you could even ask for. So you have everything you need to become successful. And there are different types of coaching. Whether you want to sign up and you're like, you know what, I don't really know if I want to help people. Maybe I just want to use the products and I would love to have a discount to save money. Then that's okay. You could become a discount coach. And that's usually people who are drinking either Shakeology or the Performance line regularly. But you don't have to make a certain income. There's nothing saying you have to ever sell anything, but you do save 25% off of everything, which saves you $15 a month when you're drinking Shakeology, for instance, because you still do have that $16 monthly business fee, which gives you the discount. And if you decide that you want to work the business and you're like, I want to help a couple people and get my shakes paid for, then you could become a hobby coach. And then that $16 a month is going to help you with the inventory, with your sales. Beachbody gives you a back office that people will sign up with your link and they could purchase a workout program or purchase Beachbody on demand or purchase Shakeology from you, and then you will start earning commission. A hobby coach is someone who has a full-time job. They love what they do, but they also want to help a couple people along the way to earn extra income. A lot of people want their shakes paid for. And then there are business builders like Megan and I. We are all in. We wanted to retire from our jobs. We want to be home with our kids. We want to build a life of freedom. There are some people that have a goal of retiring their spouses or helping their parents, or paying off a car, paying off debt. That is a business builder. That's people who want to grow a team. Okay. So, and that's where the training would come in, that you really want to dive into those trainings so you can, you know, build a successful business. Okay. And I talked about earning income and paying for your shakes. And this is just an example. I wanted to share with you guys, this image to the right is just an example. This is my income that I had from when I first started coaching for the first couple years of my business, of what I've earned weekly. This is not everyone. This is going to be based on your effort and diligence that you put into your business. I'm not saying this is easy. This is not a get rich quick scheme. I promise you that. It will take work. It will take you putting yourself out there and getting uncomfortable. But when you share your journey and you invite people to join you, and people do join you, you'll earn 25% commission on products. You will have a set commission when people purchase a challenge pack from you. They start at $40. And then as you build a team and you rank advance, you earn team cycle bonuses. They start at $14 a cycle, and I know that probably doesn't sound like a lot, but that is the majority of my income now because of the team that I have built. That's long-term income, not the short-term commission where customers have to purchase off of you. I don't want to go too much in depth with the team cycle bonuses and volume because it does get a little crazy, but once you are interested, we will talk more about that with you. And then there's matching bonuses. As you're building a team, you earn even more of a percentage from your team cycles. And then this is crazy, but there are Star Diamond bonuses that Megan and I do both get currently, that as you're building a team of other leaders and they're advancing, you can earn anywhere from $800 for a bonus to $50,000 every quarter, which is every 3 months. Pretty crazy. It almost sounded realistic to me when I first heard it, but it became reality as I really put myself out there and started building a team.
All right. So wrapping up, we just want to talk about the different ways that you can join. Because, like me, like I joined as someone purely as a discount. I signed up. I was like, I don't want to do anything with the business. I just want to save my money. And then as the curiosity got me, I started to learn a little bit more and ask a few more questions and join in the coach training groups and join in the advanced training. And I kind of went along the way. But if you sign up with a challenge pack, which is your combo of Shakeology and either the fitness program or Beachbody On Demand All Access or the 80-day obsession pack, one of those actually waives the $40 fee. So that's always the best way to get signed up. You can sign up with Shakeology on its own, but then you have to pay that $40 fee. You can sign up with just Beachbody On Demand, but again, you have to pay that fee. And by getting that challenge pack, you're really getting a full, to be able to be a product of the product, you're getting all that at once. So that is pretty much how most coaches sign up. And then we do have a military discount program that if you are active duty or you're the spouse of an active duty or you are a veteran yourself, you still enroll the same way, but you can actually get the $40 sign-up fee back, or the monthly $15.95 fee that we have as an ongoing coach. You can get that waived as well. So, the challenge pack is always going to be the best route, but I just encourage you. I know everyone's at different points in their journeys, whether they've brand new to everything Beachbody, or they've been a customer and they're ready to take it to the next level, or somewhere in between. Just encourage you to reach out to the coach that invited you here. Share what you thought about the presentation, and where do you fit in, and any questions that you have. Deidra or I, or again, the coach who invited you can help answer those questions. But thank you guys for getting on. I appreciate your time in our little lunch and learn session. Hopefully you found it valuable and something that you can think about and consider whether you are ready to join our team.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Have a good day.
See ya.
Bye.